Hello, welcome to my channel. So recently, I've only been making TikToks or shorts for YouTube, and this is going to be my first long form content video. Anyway, I hope you give this a chance. If you enjoy it, like, subscribe, leave a comment. It would mean the absolute world to me. So you may ask, why am I making this video? Well, EA recently just introduced microtransactions into their games that are so absurd that they almost are unplayable. However, this is a pro wrestling and combat sports channel, so I don't really want to focus on the video game aspect, especially considering this is shit EA probably would have done without the Saudi government purchasing it. I mean, EA has been pulling microtransaction bullshit for years now. And also, before I get into all of it, I want to make it clear that while the title says Saudi Arabia is ruining my life, I am only referring to the Saudi government. The Saudi Arabian people are the true victims in all this, and I truly feel horrible for them. So while these are inconveniences in my life, just remember they are the true victims and that there are better people that will speak to that than me. While Saudi Arabia has found its way into every form of entertainment, I really want to focus on pro wrestling, boxing, and MMA because they've all had wildly different reactions to Riyadh Season's involvement. Now, us in the pro wrestling community have fucking hated Riyadh Season since the day they got involved with WWE. I mean, the first Saudi shows were so god awful that I'm surprised anyone fucking watched them. Seriously, I'm surprised they even fucking filmed it. I'm telling you, I've watched about every single wrestling show that has happened since I was like 14 years old, and even I skipped that bullshit. However, as they started to get better events, it went from Night of Champions to King and Queen of the Ring to the Royal Rumble and to now finally Wrestle fucking Mania, which by the way, they paid $250 fucking million to get that shit in Riyadh. Just for context, Las Vegas paid them $6 million, and they think WrestleMania is going to London. So, despite all the backlash from fans, all of the shit they got online, so Saudi Arabia won the professional wrestling battle. The fans, at the end of the day, don't mean shit. Money talks, and that's just the truth of it all. However, while wrestling fans have despised Riyadh Season from day one, boxing fans have had a very different feeling towards Riyadh Season. Most boxing fans and creators that I know fucking love them. And I kind of get it. Like, granted, boxing has always had corrupt money behind it. It's one of the most corrupt sports in the history of fucking sports. Honestly, I think the only thing that beats it is fucking FIFA, and that is saying something. So why do boxing fans love Riyadh Season? Because they actually make fights happen. Seriously, we had a generation of boxing promoters doing everything they possibly could to protect their stars and avoid tough fights at all costs. And fans fucking hated it. However, Riyadh Season introduced so much fucking money that it made every promoter play nice with each other. Seriously, all of the big mega fights that we've had recently, every single one of them's a Riyadh Season card. So boxing fans just kind of let it slide. And it does bother me a little bit, but I kind of get it. I mean, I want to see those big fucking fights too. I'm not acting like I'm some saint. I've watched all of those fucking Riyadh Season cards. Granted, I illegally stream every boxing pay per view, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really fucking matter. They will still make ungodly sums of money. So, yeah, the boxing world has a very complex relationship with Saudi Arabia. It'll be interesting to see how the boxing world reacts when shit goes down in the Saudi government. Like, let's be real, that regime could collapse at any fucking time. Eventually, people will rise up and take on this corrupt government. Dictators only last so long. It'll be interesting to see what those fucking promoters that were forced to play nice will do after all that money's gone. I got a feeling it won't be good, though. But enough about boxing, let's talk about MMA. To me, MMA fans are just kind of more indifferent. To be honest, I don't think Riyadh Season really has that much influence over MMA or the UFC. I think they've kind of invested all of their money into wrestling and boxing, and their relationship with the UFC is just kind of meh. Like, their relationship with Dana White is huge. I'm not saying that, but again, they're more focusing on boxing. So yeah, I haven't really heard many MMA fans even talk about Riyadh season in a good or bad way. They haven't had the same impact on the sport as they have in boxing and professional wrestling. So people really just don't care about them. But now we get into the difficult portion of this video. What the fuck do we do? And to be honest, I have no idea. Because here's the thing, I'm going to watch WrestleMania next year. I'm going to watch all of these big fights that Riyadh season puts on. Trust me, I'm no fucking saint. Hell, I recently purchased EA UFC 6. So it's not like I'm not contributing to the problem. So I guess we could just be more vocal. If you have disposable income, maybe donate to charitable causes that fight against Saudi Arabia's BS. Like, I know all of you are going to watch the events, including me, so it's not like we can boycott them. We could, but we won't. I would say we could pressure these promoters and fighters that work with Riyadh season to not work with Riyadh season, but we both know that ain't going to do a fucking thing. So I guess I would just ask that all creators, if you have a major platform, so I guess I would say to all the creators out there, be a little bit more vocal about Riyadh season's bullshit. Remind the people that we don't want all of the sports that we love to be compromised by an evil government. Because at the end of the day, freedom of speech is the most powerful thing in the world. And maybe we should use it to do some good in this world. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I promise the next one I make will not be as big a bummer as this one. And if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Again, it would mean the world to me. And I'll see you next time. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I promise the next one I make will not be as big a bummer as this one. And if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Again, it would mean the world to me. And I'll see you next time.